stage. Wasn't even too frequent when he was competing, and never mind as a coach, but in that player seat right now and up against FaZe Clan.
Now I think the biggest issue is the loss of the knife in the T-side start, because we did see them tussle with Mouse.
This is the FaZe Clan that knocked Vitality out in first round of the lower bracket.
And truly, if I'm Carrigan, I'm very upset with the performance of not only himself but the team in the previous map. And if they do want to try and make it through this lower bracket run, they really need to screw their heads on time.
Yeah, but that team talk, like I would assume, was quite stern.
I think it should have been. And if it wasn't, then maybe that's something that needs to change. But Rain, stern in his position, will take the first head. JL, dead. Banana control, garnered. And Util on Blade. But yeah, this T-side start, I would say, problematic for NaVi, even though they had a fantastic T-side on Mirage. I think the devs were discussing it at length, just how simple they kept it. I don't imagine that will be the same concern on a map like Inferno. Not only is this the most different in the map pool since CSGO, it's also one that requires a lot of layering of util just to garner basic map control. Aleksib, if he can find this fight onto Rain, it will open up the round. Steps in Rain on an off angle. Carrigan now called across as support, but the fight likely to finish A with 35 seconds.
Yeah, a bit eyes off that shot. It's going to cost them the element of surprise. IEM Blade still trying to wrap around. Aleksib coming back to join him. Rain quite fast. Going to be on that flank, and a clean headshot out of ropz, keeping it precise with the clicks. And look at that. 5 alive, not a point of damage done. 500 HP at the end of that one.
Team ace as well. That's the type of start that FaZe would have been hoping for over there on Mirage, but they've done it the hard way. They've had to go the distance, and they'll have to prove their worth here. So without the bomb going down, likely to see the full eco. Some very nice shooting at the FaZe camp. A steady round from them. And there you go, that energy. We'll need to find it. This is a team effort. You can't just go into this assuming that you're going to get the job done. We're talking about the absolute best Counter-Strike players in the world as ropz. We were discussing this yesterday in terms of an A anchor, one of the most active, one of the most set up for frags, and definitely one who's more than happy to take an eco or two. And broky, he's in that same boat. Sketchy on the spray.
Okay, about 35 bullets later, we're all good. All is well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he lost his rifle, but I think his teammates are going to help him find it.
Throw that one out the window a bit.
Actually, yeah, that would be the play, wouldn't it? Oh.
Might be able to find that. I'm staying on board with him right now the wrong way. Didn't even search. So probably assumed that Bit was a good trash man. And he'll have to hold on to the trash of the MP9. The AK's being equipped into the hands of NaVi now. And we were discussing yesterday, we coined it the FaZe smoke. It was a smoke that landed down mid just in front of the chicken pit. We saw them using it to varied success, but it was something that was a consistent part of the CT side. And depending on the amount of rounds that NaVi are able to accrue here, they also had Blade consistently throwing a deep banana smoke that also somewhat covered off the T-stairs. We do just have a quick technical timeout called. Haven't had too many of those, at least game-related. I was talking to League Ops. Most of it has actually just been quite standard stuff. It'd be like Steam, struggling a little bit. We've had our woes with that. I'm sure everybody at home also. When you're trying to log out, well, actually, if you're at home, you're probably not logging out of Steam too much. But has been a problem in recent times. Yep.
Tag pause. Looks like it's all sorted. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. I saw the match medic go through. And it does look like the admin has forced start. So we can get ourselves into it. As you were saying prior to the timeout, it's going to be time to get those guns out.
So broky is the one lining up that smoke at the moment. You can see with the spawn, so it will be insta. Now in NaVi, I'm sure they watched that game against Vitality and are awares. So has Blade and Aleksib been able to craft a way to deal with this? There it is. We are coining that the FaZe smoke. And a nade got lodged in a teammate there. So the mid aggression was on the agenda. Will be paused out for now. Exchange of util over towards Banana. Both teams laying down smokes across the map, and ahead of it now is Aleksib. 3 players to deal with on A. 2 over towards B, and a flash at the ready. Bit of a gap on that smoke. Don't know how detrimental it will be. broky, you can see with a Hainchy ready to break it. Some broky both swinging off the back of that, calling top mid clear. Might be misinformation as Emma will grace brackets.
Oh, I thought Aleksib might have been perfectly timing round of the corner, but instead he just holds a sliver gap and it's effective.
ropz is under pressure too.
Yeah, he's got a lot to deal with. They've already pushed up hay cart, so there's a real blind spot for him here. And yet, empty-handed of FaZe. NaVi into a victorious first gun round.
And here's Blade, the MVP of the round, punches in the digits.
Boom.
Plants that bomb. And the first will be secure for NaVi, and that seemed to come way too early. Well, and easy. Easy more than early. But the fact that they're just able to waltz up in that fashion, FaZe want to stay quite aggressive and jarring on middle. We saw this against Vitality by doing that deep smoke. It means they can stay around top a little bit more, but not to be the case this time round. Clean shot hit by all 3, Emma, Aleksib, and Bit. Removing the star trio of FaZe. It's the old vets, Rain and Karrigan, tasked with holding B. Karrigan looking to hold on to this MP9. But not scared. FaZe's trickery over towards middle. And round at a time. NaVi get on the board. A 2-1 scoreline. Drops available. FaZe making it work. A lot of investments of the auto shotties during Fnatic versus Ent series.
Yeah, broky also a subscriber to the power of that $2,000 shotgun.
So look how quick it is. They have an immediate response. They see that smoke. They go straight across towards right mid. Use this little ledge to jump over and clear any aggressive maneuvers. It means the second mid players can scale. JL under scrutiny now.
Oh, that was a really nice combo. They naded the smoke and then jumped half wall as they cleared it to clear out the position. Got the info, ran it in with the MP9. So FaZe, that's an opening. Hold on though, broky chugs them full with the shotgun, and 5 alive as a clean one comes back. FaZe right the ship immediately.
Yeah, Blade, 60 seconds on the clock, sliver towards T-Stairs, hoping for more banana aggression. Falls in front of him. And the horns letting him know to get a move on. If we stay quiet, maybe we can hear the ambient noises of Inferno.
Distant sirens.
Aeroplanes?
Traffic jam.
And bullets. Just another day. 3-1 FaZe. Bounce back, Karrigan. Slight smirk. More standard handle round. Sure, still running with their FaZe smoke. That's a bit of a Batman maneuver there from Karrigan. Staying agile with the MP9. A tactical timeout to be called. ropz is donating his smoke across to Rain, who will be... It looked like he was going to be throwing the FaZe smoke middle. Now, NaVi likely want to discuss how they want to deal with this smoke, an immediate adjustment. You can see Blade was doing an awful lot of talking there. Aleksib now continuing the chat. Do have enough for another fully AK-equipped buy. You could try and attack this more head-on, more direct, send more bodies up second mid, try and get in towards apps and exploit that early. We'll follow along for this smoke once more. Tutorial from Rain this time round. And you can see why ropz is giving Rain that smoke, being the B defender will definitely come in handy. And this time there is aggression behind it.
Oh, nice and audible for him. And dead. Karrigan. Profit from the info, and then ropz builds upon it. Takes down Blade round in that corner. Was not expecting to have CT presence there already. Look how aggressive they are. They've got Twist and broky containing the second mid push, and Never mind containing, they're fighting.
Look how small they make the map look with this type of an approach.
Like, where are the T's supposed to be? When you look at the CT positioning.
Yeah, this is another clean sweep. Likely AL this time. A rinse and repeat of the previous. The back turn to Banana. His position now given up. They will surge forward and try and move him as quickly as possible. This is still 50 seconds left on the clock, and all 5 CTs are bearing down on his position. Has actually got a little bit of room to work with. JL will take down broky, sure. How much more can he hope for? Shot in the side. Close down upon now, and this is a cat and mouse game that should be ending momentarily. Yeah, if you can't even really get out of spawn, how are you meant to conduct this T side?
Yeah, not fights I've seen in many a game of Inferno.
And that's, I suppose it's cool in a way that if we do see, you know, the CTs having a few more options, it became very stale.
Yeah.
You know, 3B, 2 over towards the A side, a player always anchoring hit. And there you have it.
Yeah, probably the biggest shift in Inferno over the last couple was when you could drop nades, and that was probably the only shift.
Yeah, and a catalyst for a little bit of a change, but this is Kerrigan. Ah, okay, so had a gap over the top of the smoke. Not only the information, even vision. Good job and good shooting from FaZe. Oh, yeah, frustration for Blade again. It's just dealing with this. Something that you'd hope that you were able to troubleshoot overnight, but when you're dealing with it in the server, it is slightly different. broky has the AWP, played aggressive, spots them out towards second mid, drops a molly. Blade already hammered in Banana and dealt with.
Yeah, his options were nil. Nade landed, so did the molly, forced him forward. Trying to find something on these Ds.
Smoke actually giving NaVi a little bit of extra room, and you can see FaZe don't like the look of that. Flash forward, ropz to clear to make sure nobody lurking behind it to cause a nuisance. Another flash, another peek. We used to have a lot of this back in the day. I remember Yam, he would come up with a lot of different ways for us to flash top mid and flash into boiler, and we would take a lot of those fights back in, you know, the 2015s.
To get your answers.
Yeah, and you would be a bit more combative top mid. We'd have a whole bunch of different like pop flash lineups.
Oh, blind. Pulls the trigger on the AWP all the same. And so down they go, one by one. It's JL. And that deagle shot to keep on their toes at least. One casualty is all it'll be. JL down to broky. And FaZe, we discussed the likelihood of a Stern team talk. I think we are starting to see some of that rigidity return to their gameplay.
Was Aleksib just calling for a pause? I would love to hear the theory crafting of how to deal with this. You either play more direct and you go more aggressive self, you try and run up Banana, you try and run up second mid and take an awful lot more fights, or you have to respect this smoke because they don't have a solution for it at the moment by the looks of things. Okay, so a smoke of their own that they've layered in front. Aleksib really wants to get this real estate of bench, and he will. So faster up second mid, applying more pressure towards A. Defensive smoke from ropz, and yeah, you can see having to use quite a fair amount of utility early just to buy basic Inferno space, at least as far as the old meta is concerned. Through the smoke, they're going to waltz that. Ill-advised from poor Imma. Trying to take a chance, but giving up an opening pick on a different part of the map, it may as well be the same result.
Oh, ropz. Clinical onto bit. Oh, and broky is back to back. Flashbang reacts, pulls the trigger onto Aleksib.
Ah, this is abuse now.
Nothing for NaVi here.
Yeah, and it's sour, considering the form that they just showed over there on Mirage. You come into this thinking maybe the CT side start and what we saw against Mouse, they might have an opportunity, but this frustration, this has gone down the gurgler quite quickly. Imma walking through a smoke. And this is it, right? Because what would happen on a map like Inferno? Sure, let's say on the T side, you just throw a molly up towards car or maybe a smoke, and you want to try and work on the boiler and halls control. But once you apply pressure, boiler and halls, it puts a lot more pressure on the mid guys. And then that would mean that once we see the standard long smoke, the porch molly, you've got your mid control, your boiler, and your halls. That is integral map control for a map like Inferno. And right now they can't get it. ropz can just stay consistently combative. So this smoke just means that the map and the fights, they're completely foreign. They're not jewels that you're used to having to take because you'd be able to get this space just off map control previously. And now as they filter up second mid, Twist isn't an AWPer. That's a jewel you'd see AWPers take in early stages. They're just standing and taking... Oh, look at this. Ah, this is naughty.
He'd have liked more. Can say that with certainty. ropz does go down, and just his fourth death. A couple of players still yet to fall. Rain and Carrigan, the B-side players, yet to be forced to rebuy. Still rocking the AK-47s.
Well, with that one kill, they have bought banana space. Now, where are they? We'll have to clear their corners nonetheless. Defensive smoke from Rain will actually confirm their sneaking suspicions. Smokes are plenty, flashes too, and Rain's the only one on the site.
Good luck, have fun. They're about to throw 3 nades at the same time. Rain prepares his aim.
Not blind.
Just for a moment, he's got vision, and he takes 1.
Look at the HP.
Yeah, it's real tough to get anything done with Blade and Bit. A bomb plant's great. Around though, I think that might be too tall an order. Blade recovered a rifle. There was so little HP to work with. You had to go for a bit of a Hail Mary there. Bit gave it a push.
Take a kill though, Blade.
Hey, another one for the list.
He's on the board now. 7-1, running away with this.
Guys, listen to me. Every gun round, like last gun, we get everything, but we are taking one-on-ones. Everyone was taking one-on-ones.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I love listening to that.
Very true, Aleksib. At this moment, it almost feels like it's too far gone. Obviously, there's still a potential for a 7-5 half for NaVi. But again, you're finding yourself in a very unfamiliar situation with what this smoke is doing to you. So this is one of those gimmicks that we were talking about coming into CS2 that teams could run with and make work. Now, it's been shown against Vitality, and now there's another mix-up. Banana control not to be theirs. Carrigan down.
Yeah, that's a big opener from JL. Ima investigating the potential aggressions. ropz getting spammed at, but he managed to avoid all of that. He's not been able to hit the shot onto Bit either, so huge picks. Nice shot out of Twist. But the damage is done. Bit's accelerating towards the A site now.
And they should do. They know that the AWP was towards B. A shot was taken. Rain traditionally a B holder. Bit trying to apply more pressure. He's out and in towards the site. Sure, the smoke hasn't landed perfectly, but the bomb being ushered back by Blade. They've left JL top banana.
Replacing that one with a little bit of a smaller gap.
But they actually did something together, right? With what Aleksib was talking about. There was utility to help JL with that fight. So they went and took a fight that they were looking for as a team instead of trying to respond to what FaZe are hoping they'd do. And FaZe even met them with a bit of aggression down middle. So NaVi, if they can just work together to find the opening exchange, we saw this actually happen with FaZe and Vitality. Remember, FaZe found themselves down second mid, aggressive down mid, and that's when the round started to get out of control. With Flamesy and Co, they just sit back, the fights had come their way, they put themselves in winnable mid rounds. And then they were actually able to get on the board. FaZe, considering this, Rain, I don't think you've got time for that, my friend. Very committed towards the site, lots of damage done. JL will fall with the bomb, but they do get their second round. So should be much happier with that, Aleksib. Yeah, nice boys, of course. Get a couple more of those and you can be back in this half. And again, we'll remind you, here's the opener from JL. NaVi had a good showing on this map against Mouse in a game for the playoffs, so there was definitely stakes involved. They will still have to work hard as residual cash for FaZe. Plenty. Starting 3B. So NaVi have forced a different CT side setup. And no deep smoke this time from FaZe down middle.
Rain's caught JL this time aggressive. Broky's AWP heard, noted. Ooh, big nade, yeah, and they build upon it nicely. That's big from Blade, a trade. Still disadvantaged, and it could get worse as, yeah, Ima's down to Twists. Twists has secured the round as Blade going to be his third. Up to 11 total. Recovers the AWP for his squad mate, and it's an 8th. Already comfortable for FaZe.
Okay, well, consecutive rounds. Clearly a problem. Mac 10's coming out now. There will be a buy, so we'll see what the last two of FaZe decide to operate with. A Galil. And a Glock. Am I seeing that right?
You are not seeing that right.
All right, just
Chad,
took a while for them to juggle across the guns. Yeah. Okay.
Whoa, mama, that's some aggression from Bit, and an absent trade from ropz. Bit gets away with his life. Now broky's missed his shot. Nade doesn't quite hit Bit, but I think he's heard the sound cue at least.
This is exactly where Aleksib Vitality were able to work into some of these rounds. So down a man FaZe. Now they can work on standard map control. Sure, the utility few and far between here for NaVi to do so. Again, FaZe now have to play this a bit more like a traditional round. They've already limped through a lot of their nades. They've got 2 flashes and a smoke remaining. They're AWP on broky. 1 player on towards B. That will be the aforementioned AWPer. And he's got a whole lot of trouble coming his way.
See what he's got for us. broky. For FaZe clan. Great first shot onto JL, and a second as well. So it does keep things level. A little bit of chip damage on his spam brings Aleksib low.
Now there is a kit for this retake. Karrigan also has a smoke and a flash. Well, had a smoke and a flash. He just juggled that across ropz.
Set up strong, Bit banana side. Planted coffins, flash and go from Karrigan. Bit did eat it, but he's already found Karrigan as well, so this looks good. Not enough time for this one really, as Bit and Aleksib secure it. NaVi a third, a recovery of the half. Albeit pursuit of one more.
I'd take 4. I'd definitely take 4. And it looks like they want to continue with this smoke. Look, I think it's great that they're running with something a little bit different. It's creating a whole bunch of different options, and we've seen just how much of an issue it's caused for NaVi.
Oh man, Blade eating that one and just running and gunning. JL unable to get the double. Advantage FaZe in there though, having to stand up. Oh, overlooked him. And this FaZe smoke, they've got multiple plays successful through it. And there you have it, 9-3. FaZe looking to have recovered and trying to forget about that second map. 9 in the bank. NaVi on the verge of elimination here, day 2 of IEM Sydney 2023. We are down under, and perhaps NaVi 6 feet under in this tournament. No simple, and indeed it seems to be somewhat of a problem on our third map. Successful in the second short, FaZe more of a fumble, and now FaZe on that T side looking to throw that knockout blow. Not already, solid first half, that FaZe smoke and a new CT approach certainly worked wonders for them. Let's see if they can... Wow, yeah, they've blown out the odds, but let's see if they finish clean. Lots of util on this one. Sounded better than it was.
Yeah, that goosh, slightly misleading.
Yeah, one low.
Well, it was a fallen flash at the ready for JL. Now he's pivoted over to get a coffins. Okay. Well, Emma, he's going to check apps now.
Aleksib sees the whole squad. But no one choosing to take this fight. Blade.
Restraint still.
Still not throwing that smoke. Now he gets it.
Too late.
Out. Gap on that. And Blade swats through. Good first fight. Twist. ropz. Rain. On for the team ace. It's just Karrigan and broky to try and find these final two to do so. Bomb in. Job done. And Rain. Leaping through that smoke, all guns are blazing.
Yeah, I think he wants this one done. I don't know if the FaZe were ready to find themselves on a third map, but now they're here, a return to form. Definitely had to screw their heads back on time after just being blown out in what I would say is quite an embarrassing loss on Mirage. That's both pistols falling in their favor. Hard fought here on Inferno. Clean execute. Good use of the U2. You can see that coffin smoke plumes if they can get it on the sandbags of the coffins nice and high. And the smiles are back on the faces now. They will be setting themselves up for a qualification match for the playoffs against Gamer Legion tomorrow. And I want everybody to keep in mind that Gamer Legion on Nuke against FaZe, the opening best of 1 for both of the teams, did in fact fall in favor of Gamer Legion 19-15. So FaZe will be going up against a foe who's already felled them.
Yeah, full lower bracket run requested of FaZe if they want to see those playoffs.
Here we go, fun little stack in pool.
It's quite cool.
Might not get any action in a round like this, considering FaZe have already investigated towards top middle. There is one player a bit on the balcony. You've got Emma over towards the site. He's having to worry about long as well. So this type of position, sure, they are playing for that info, but within the USPs, really not expecting to get a lot done. The timing almost favored Emma, but Rain too quick to the draw. Oh, and it did get a kill before ropz could find the trade.
Yeah, you could see Rain kind of desperately trying to work out where that damage came from. Silencer favoring bit on the exchange, but they have dismounted their beautiful totem pole.
And should just be looking for a couple of exits here. So 11-3 the score. We'll read. The guns are about to come out for NaVi in the follow-up. Oh, Blade!
Yo.
All right, I got another one coming. Here comes... He smells ya. Ah. Really wanted Blade for the punish there, because not only do they feel the eggs, every pro player starts to get a little bit ahead of themselves. I'd love to see Blade with yet another punish, but 2 rifles taken away. Looks like the 3 AKs should be retained. ropz cops a dink for these troubles, and it is just JL, the last man standing. Probably the last man to let his attitude fall, but has been some good moments from NaVi throughout this run here. Definitely not the way they would have hoped to take on the first CS2 Tier 1 LAN event in history, but they've done the best with what they have. Some big performances from JL throughout. Big Bits had his moments. Big moments.
Big bit moments.
And here's that smoke from Blade that we were telling you about. Hop, skip, and a jump to get you a deep banana smoke to also cotton off the slight cusp of T-stairs as well. Now we saw that smoke used by Fnatic to great success on their opening gambit of Inferno. Divides top middle, allows the opportunity for plays like this, and they're about to come teaming out of the apartments, Alex. This is a classic.
Yeah, with the flash from Karrigan as well to keep eyes away from the burst. No one's looking. Roll now though, ropz brings to life, but oh, it's looking good for NaVi. Oh, and a double from Blade as well. broky down, Bit will convert the round, and let's go indeed. That'll feel extra spicy. Played with another multi-kill.
And this CT campaign, let's see how far they can really push the issue here. FaZe, money, all over the place. Twisted the high end with 3.7. Carrigan at the low end with 1.4. Loss bonus of 1,900 into the next, so... Yeah, Blade making some noise.
Hell yeah.
Let's go, baby.
And, yeah, that money you discussed. They'll be saving their pennies. Everyone's got their own lineups for these banana flashes.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Fallen Flashes, not as easy to throw as once was, especially considering the new roofing in banana. Actually, I suppose it's roofing.
Losing his rifle was JL. Double nade kill. Aleksib and IEM with the airstrike.
About as rare as a double rainbow.
Yeah, not bad. Shut down.
Still keeping the smiles on the faces. A competitor hates losing more than anything in the world. But this is a good attitude, NaVi.
Yeah, and you'll take losing when you haven't got your best player. You know, like in terms of being able to justify it to yourself, being able to sleep well that night.
It's the same as losing to a cheater in Premier.
Bingo. Bingo. Yeah, or going down 4v5, you know? Just having to accept that you were at a disadvantage.
To be fair, Blade has more kills than Aleksib.
Oh, that was not me saying Blade is not a player. They definitely have 5 in the server, but equally a valid excuse when playing against a professional Counter-Strike team of professional Counter-Strike players.
Well, that's a 1-for-1. So FaZe, they get away scot-free. Twist in the grave. We'll have to sit and watch for the next minute and 20 seconds. Aleksib, the solo B defender, will be playing for some information with these little trots of jumps, and he does have himself a smoke, a molly, a flash, and a HE for good measure. So should be able to delay IEM and Blade. Wow, just IEM now.
Damn, yeah.
Blade has been summoned back over towards the B bomb site, and that is the wrong decision. Will Rain clear his corners? Find out now.
No, he won't. Broky trades. 3-on-3.
Bomb yet to be spotted.
Yeah, and that rotation going to be delayed, halted. Blade fancies his chances though, pushing through. You gotta love that!
Blade! Out of bullet!
Go on! Still does the damage.
1v1.
And it's a 1v1. Has made the play to get a 6th round on the board. Is Carrigan planting? Aleksib.
Nade could do it.
Could. Softens him up. Somehow not enough. 5 HP. Takes the commitment through the smoke.
He just found another HE.
Yeah, imagine he bounces it off the wall. That would be absurd.
No way he expects Graveyard.
No, of all the different options available. Oh no, Carrigan reveals him, and there it is. Another round for NaVi.
Oh, and Blade, the disruptor.
The
what
push.
a play. The underhammer, the flash, the push through the smoke. If he had a couple more bullets, it might have even been the double kill. Blade, keep the impact coming. The old boy. Not bringing out new tricks, but tricks. Hello.
Oh, perfect distraction. You can see how easy that was for Aleksib to collect. And yeah, Carrigan just a bit trigger happy on that one. The movement for Aleksib, difficult to know when to pull the trigger.
And sure, the bomb went down, but FaZe, they are going to have to stomach a bit of a partial buy. Tech9's, Deagles, Util. Could aim for some banana control, but that doesn't look to be the case. This looks like a set piece through second mid, and IEM just going straight ahead will not allow it. Cop's a dink, needs to get this nade, and oh, can't get out. Catastrophic.
It's cost him his life. It's a nasty death to give up. Blade, smart on his incendiary usage. Wants to delay their mid-take. It's rain up into the apartments and rotations in from Aleksib and JL.
May as well go the full gamble.
Wow, that is a mega gamble.
Blade extremely far forward.
That's the bomb site they've decided to completely vacate. And on a partial buy, no less, IEM's death. Is it really going to be the fumble that puts the 12th on the board?
Oh, that flash. Very well timed. They're about to pick middle, and now they've opted for this banana play. Defensive smoke out of Aleksib, and here they come. So there will be a flank. 3 players.
Carrigan.
Jeez. What is that?
That is a flying Tech9 through a smoke.
And this
Carrigan.
might be 12.
Yeah. And the boys are into sight. Clears the smoke, does Blade. Nothing to report. But still, with only these pistols, Karrigan's got a rifle. Rain as well. And Rain's gone. It's going to have to be the pistols. Maybe JL and Bit, with their powers combined, can recover this one. broky, solid find onto JL.
3 bullets, needs a reload.
It's 1 versus 2 for Karrigan, trying to catch a fight. Surprise! A chance.
God.
An opportunity. Onto Bit there. Blade and Bit pull it across the line. A great retake for NaVi.
This is only a 4-round game now.
Yeah.
And that was just a 5-on-3 retake. Oh.
Okay, he's got his aims all ironed out.
Beautiful find from ropz. You ain't getting away, Imma. JL with a lot of work done on the way back in. It's another one of these situations where FaZe just played the bomb. Probably their round to have. And JL finding that surge of energy now.
Yeah.
Unleash the beast. NaVi, how far can you push the issue?
All it takes is an uncomfortable round loss. Nice from Twist to avoid the molly spread. He knows, oh, there's another one to deal with and contend with.
Not perfectly placed on either side, both just missing the mark, and both would have been very important if placed perfectly. Blade close again. He's definitely hearing the steps over towards second mid of Rain. The mailman on the letterbox right now as banana control has not been secured for FaZe.
Blade recedes as FaZe encroach. Smoked off on long side. Fancies himself a quick nade into that smoke.
Yeah, everyone's so horny just to use the nades on the smoke.
Yeah. Responsibility on JL to keep control of the B side of the map as Imer, ooh, down to Rain. And Blade swings through to add another to the advantage for FaZe. Looks like 12 could be imminent here. They're not rushing things. Karrigan goes wide out. Wow, Bit was going for some taps there, and it's going to be a spotless one, it seems.
That's been a nice shot from ropz there, just JL. What can he do this time round? Nothing. Twist removes him. 12-7. Just one more round now, and FaZe will live on in the lower bracket of Group A. We know their opponent, a familiar one.
Yeah, Gamer Legion, the very team that sent them to this lower bracket in an overtime affair in the opening round of their group stage. You can see there's still frustrations considering just how competitive this game has been on 2 of the 3.
Well, using their timeouts, making sure they discuss their options through. Have been able to muster a fair few rifles into what is likely the final round for NaVi.
Rain, ropz, twists, top of the scoreboard and top of the tables in the server. In the teens. Will there be more for NaVi? Can they find another? Far from idyllic in the buy department.
Look how quick Rain has just thrust himself up middle. And it's 2 of the weaker weapons on A. 5.7 MP9 for Blade and Imma respectively. Lots of control across the map. Karrigan already towards the half wall. ropz posted in boiler.
They're probing mid now. No one from NaVi interested. It's going to be Blade tucked in here. Oh, Rain reacts so quickly, but doesn't find the frag immediately. Instead, it's a bait and switch. JL. He takes down Rain for the first blood. broky, however, finishes off Blade. 4-on-4. Karrigan.
This corner ain't as deep as you think it is, Karrigan.
Yeah, and Aleksib in that power position on first orange.
Yeah, he could clear that once this smoke fades. They might come in first.
Arrogant does go down to Aleksib. Tucks in as well. Relocates, reload. And does a lot of damage to Twist, but Twist wins that duel. JL, what can you do? Nothing. Wow. Twist gets off that, or gets that bomb down. Covered by his teammate, and it seems like FaZe Clan will meet Gamer Legion in that lower bracket final. A spot in the playoffs up for debate between those guys. And that's coming up tomorrow. But in reflection, NaVi most definitely have a lot to celebrate considering the situation. They've come in, and every individual, they didn't just bow out.